That's the world that we live in today. It can happen anywhere, no matter where you're at, and to anybody.
A terror threat is thwarted in Macomb County, but the fear for shoppers and people living in Metro Detroit is still very real tonight.
The suspect accused of planning the attack is now behind bars without bail. It's our top story tonight.
Police say Lakeside Mall was his intended target, but fortunately, officers arrested the man making the threats before anything could happen.
Action News reporter Brianne Palmerini is digging deeper into this story tonight and telling us more about the threat and how to stay safe if you ever find yourself in a terror situation. Brianne?
Well, Alan and Glenda, folks here at Lakeside Mall shopping today, most of them had no idea Lakeside Mall was the target of a terror threat. And officers say that's a good thing because people should feel safe. They say there was never any real danger for people because they took action on a tip and arrested that suspect, and he's behind bars. Hundreds of people shopped at Lakeside Mall and the surrounding stores, business as usual. But when they found out the mall was the proposed site of a mass shooting attack, they were stunned.
Very surprised. You know, you don't want to know what's happening in your own backyard, so it's a little alarming.
I was shocked. I was really shocked.
20-year-old Tyler Tindell was arrested at his home in Shelby Township after a tip. He's accused of making threats to shoot up Lakeside Mall via text message, and he's now facing a felony, up to 20 years in prison for making a terrorist threat. And police say it was a credible threat.
This one was different than some of the other ones is that this person gave specific details as to what he was going to do and made reference to both Parkland and Sandy Hook.
The shock shoppers are feeling today is also mixed with a hard dose of reality.
It doesn't seem real, but that's the world that we live in today. It can happen anywhere, no matter where you're at, and to anybody.
So what would you do if you found yourself in an active shooter scenario?
Barricade myself and run for cover, I suppose.
I asked the Macomb County Sheriff. He says to run for cover, run away from gunfire, and if you can't get away, barricade yourself somewhere secure in the mall. Every emergency situation is different, and being in a mall will be different than a school or a workplace. And there's no one tried and true method. In Auburn Hills, officers recently held an active shooter training session. Their lead officer says, no matter what, take action.
Just don't do nothing. And one of these events happens, don't do nothing. Do anything you need to survive, but just make sure you do something.
No action was needed inside Lakeside, thankfully, and residents are glad the Shelby Township police took the threat seriously.
This is good because we want to keep our malls safe. We definitely want to keep them safe for our families and the kids and everything.
They are great guys here. Yeah, we are proud of them.
We did speak with the GM here for Lakeside. He says they are trained here and they are prepared for a situation like this. Their staff is if something did happen. As for Tindell, he's being held on $150,000 bond. Live tonight in Sterling Heights, Brianne Palmerini, 7 Action News.
All right, Brianne, thank you.